The Treasury bills that are maturing will get reinvested across the yield curve, just like QE. So, we've definitely engaged in quantitative easing. Our view is
Well, you're done.
we're not already in a recession. We will slip into one very soon. And the analysis that we've done shows that it will probably take about $4.5 trillion worth of asset purchases.
Hello. Magandang umaga dyan. I'm in live, ke?
Can I just see not go there?
What?
Just see you?
Which one?
Can I just watch you doing it?
Your teeth is very clean. Clean, clean, clean.
Yeah.
Would be a great idea to provide financing for illiquid assets for people like me who manage client money. Because you can't get liquidity or you can't get to lever your positions. A lot of investors and hedge funds lever their positions.
Scott, over the full last we talked about there was huge volatility in the bond market, and we're talking about 10-year yields. Over the course of the last week, Brian just alluded to this, we've seen 10-year yields go from, I think, 35 or so basis points to where they currently are today, 80-something basis points. When if you think about that is an astronomical move. And then
Okay, finish eating.
Go from percent, so I think that goes to 1.4%.
Finish eating.
One of the mandates, and I'm air quoting, it seems
No.
is
Play until you're done.
guess what? There is stability in the bond market, and the volatility in the bond market is at levels where it should not even be close to.
Kasi ang lamig dito.
Get over there.
Walang ibang gagawin. Malamig, guys. Malamig.
Even in the treasury market, there's uncertainty. And as people come in and try to, do purchases of treasuries,
Umulan kasi kaya malamig. Pagod-pagod maggalaw-galaw. Ang sarap itulog. Kasi malamig nga dito.
a few months ago. Yesterday we were getting quotes that had a bid-offer spread of 1 point. That's the sort of bid-offer spread that you would normally see in junk bonds.
Baka kakain. Check, wait lang, guys.
A couple of days ago we had the 30-year bond go up in price by 7%. If we came in and the stock market were up by 7%, people would be stunned. And bonds are the low risk, supposed to be low volatility, low risk. So, it's definitely it's chaotic. People are probably overexposed on certain asset classes that they shouldn't be. And good location here.
Hey, Scott, it's Tim. Again, thanks for joining us. One of the things that seems different about 2008, and this isn't a financial crisis.
Okay, then, sorry.
I just want to talk about the duration of clarity. We had assets that bubbled to the surface, assets that bubbled to the surface. We had farm bill. This all happened within about a 2.5-month span, at least when we got to the climax and we begin to repair. The issue with the coronavirus is one that what we understand is we probably don't totally understand the impact, socially, therefore economically, and in terms of the stoppages for those 2 months. How does this make that recovery process and the stoppages process get worse? This is what troubles me.
The first thing I say is that we're not in front of this. The policies that were proposed are not adequate to address the problem. The scale of accepting is not adequate to address the problem. And, as we see, Major League Baseball season, we see closing. We're not going to have anywhere to go to spend any money anyway. Which means the economic damage here is going to be much less.
You're part of the ownership team. spring training for now.
They say it's going on. You know, if it does,
That's my castle. That's my castle. I'm gonna lay down.
Here, if it's in California, it's the problem.
That's my castle. It's my castle.
You can do stocks too. Is there any indication to you that there's a floor nearby in the equity market?
well, it's interesting. We are closing here, or did close, just on the uptrend line in
So high. How
since 2009. If we continue below this level line, it's the end of the bull market. You know, when I consider something like the Spanish influenza, the drawdown in the Dow Industrials around 37%. We're down about 28% right now. And so I think we're due for a pause. But, you know, I'm looking at those lows that we got to in December of 2018. Really? And, you know, tomorrow's going to be a very interesting session because if we break that trend line, you know, that's the end of the bull market. And interesting enough, these are pretty much unchanged since the inauguration of the president.
Hey Scott, it's Brian Kelly. So you're talking about how much stimulus might be needed, and that we might already be in a recession. And by my count, I think you came up with somewhere around $6 trillion. And that seems like a pretty big package. So my question is, if we are in a recession, how deep of a recession do you think we're looking at? And how long do you think we're looking at?
Recession lasts about 18 months. There's a period here where we're going to have a sharp contraction in consumption. For no other reason, we don't have anywhere to go to consume. Consumption is the biggest driver in GDP. So, we could see, a drawdown in economic growth in the second quarter that's the same as the drawdown in economic growth that we saw during the financial crisis. I would anticipate that. The problem is once you do damage to the economy, even if the coronavirus goes away, the weakening of the structures of the economy, such as the airlines and other businesses, is going to have a permanent impact or a long impact on the behavior of the consumer and the business, and so it's going to take a while to rebuild that confidence. So I really don't see us, having this thing turn around very fast, and that's one of the reasons why I may be a bit more bearish on stocks than some other people.
So just talking about the last two recessions, this S&P 500 basically got cut in half from the highs in 2007 to the lows in 2009, from the highs in 2000 to the lows in 2002, 03. So, given all the uncertainty right now, I mean, is that what we should be expecting here? That we're going to see the S&P 500 at half of the 3,400 that it traded at on February 19th? And then the other part of that question is, think about both times we had those recessions and think about where interest rates were, where the Fed funds were, where the Fed balance sheet was. Is it going to be different this time? Does it have the potential to last much longer?
Well, look, I think I was on the show a month ago with some of the cast of characters we're on today with, and I said that I thought stocks could ultimately be 40 to 50% lower than their peak. So, I mean, we're playing this thing out exactly as I had expected. In terms of the size of the stimulus, I think that reflects the fact that we don't have a lot of tools here. If interest rates were at a higher level, or if that we had other structural forces in place, it could help us. But the reality is that it's going to take a lot of liquidity from the Federal Reserve if the policymakers do what they did in the crisis, which was lean on them. and it's going to take a large bailout or a large support package from the government, because corporations today are so much more highly levered than they were
But companies are, Scott, but not the banks in the same way as ACE. I mean, you don't see any change in banking crisis, do you?
No, I don't think so, Brian. I mean, obviously, if if we have a wave of corporate defaults, which I expect, credit conditions will. It'll be harder for businesses to get bank lines and bank revolvers. We've already got the bond market shut down. The only reason people are going to be looking for cash is to cover negative cash.
Don't hurt me. That's another rule. Don't hurt anyone.
So we gotta let you go, but we really appreciate you calling in on the story.
Lessons to learn
Please keep
tomorrow.
us informed about what you're seeing. The credit market's been spot on. We appreciate you calling in to CBC, Scott. Thank you.
Thank you, Brian.
I need some City Georgia.
I have to
Listen,
keep
Scott,
doing
I know
things
you
right,
took a lot of heat when he was talking about
then I will buy you. I will get
So
and,
far, that's played out. Does
adopt
anybody
me. I will give
disagree
you a
with
new.
anything he said? No, it's a lot of what he said we can say for quite some
Me
time.
and me.
The problem is the market, continue to fly in the face of all of us.
It will be a neon dragon.
Again, but let me just say this is interesting, and you can't do the
I
counterfactual
love
thing.
me and
I
me some
totally
dragon.
get it. But Scott said something
I'll give you
interesting.
the
The fact
dragon
that they don't really have a lot of dry powder here.
Crocodile?
So go back
Yes.
to October 18th.
Yeah.
2018, November 1, Jerome Powell was saying we're going to reduce our balance sheet and we're going to raise rates. And the market went, I think S&P was right at 2850 or so, down to 2350, and they called everything off, right? And they went back towards what we've been doing now with madness. And the market rallied 100%. Guess what? We're in earshot of that December low, and yet we have bullets left. So my point is, I happen to think they were on the right path back then, and I know I'm going to get flip a seed on Twitter for it. They were doing the right thing at the time. There was no reason to do what they did in that environment.
That's a totally fair comment.
Okay, now let's just
Something
have fun.
I would chime in now.
Wait, we have
If anything
fun,
today, and the speculation around this, speculation actually.
And Matt also, I'll give you the ice dragon and the neon crocodile.
When it's the darkest is when we actually know least about what the Fed's doing. We feel the least common sense. At least they're going out of their way to say we're all about transparency because there's not really any mystery here. And I think there's a lot of mystery right now. It seems as if Powell's pushing back against. I'm sure the frustration, guy, but if there's a time to go out and buy assets, it's now.
That's why I asked about TARP and TALF.
But also, let's look at what other central banks around the world have. Let's remember that the Japanese central bank is buying ETFs. They buy ETFs. It would not surprise me afterwards through the cycle as
Kobe. That's the shelf that you use to
or
hold
some
it.
part of the government comes in and is buying ETFs, whether it be the high
We have
yield
cubbies
ETF,
at my
which is
school.
what
Ah!
Scott's talking about, or whether it be an oil patch ETF.
Is it so?
I
You think, let me ask you this, Ted, very quickly. Is there any chance that the stock will rise?
Oh, remember? Umbrella,
Is there any chance that could
the risk that you run. So
You're
falling. So what's happening right now, all over New York and all over the centers, where all these financial institutions are, they have people working for them, they have these studies. And this is a huge process. If you really spread out. The days that risk managers are separated from the head traders and all that sort of stuff, that's going to be a time where we have this serious moment. And so why do we bring up charts? Why do we think about studies levels? Why do we think about valuation levels and visibility? Because that's what all the machines are looking at. So the dimensions that low 2250 in the S&P 500 from December 24th of 2018, that's probably a level where things are getting a bit overdone. I want to make one point about just how this market is what the Fed has been doing.
spinning around until you fly in the air.
After those 3 rate cuts, the S&P
You're like,
500 rallied 11% in a straight line. So take that out of there.
Hallelujah. Hallelujah.
A lot of technical resistance in the S&P 500, and here we are.
You're like, hallelujah.
500 or something like that.
And my
It's not
head
the end of the world, especially
my
if
head
the time
didn't
horizon is
move
not next
when
week
we
or
hit
2
you.
weeks from now.
Yeah.
So I just think
And
that
my
there's
head
more
butter.
dislocations to
And
come.
then my head butt.
You know,
I'm a baby on my head.
it's got to hit all at once, and we got to have the health prices under control, which I think a lot of people on this network is echoing now for weeks.
By the way, headlines crossing just now on that. I thought people were going to freaking see me for saying it. New York City mayor aims to keep New York Stock Exchange trading no issues. That just crossing. People think we're nuts for in Ohio or the audience, folks. Life here is changed. You got groups of people in one room as you're going to get.
You
And
okay?
Dan's plan, but they're all in different spots or in their home. It could be difficult. All right, CNBC has continued coverage of the sell-off. Where we go from here, be sure to catch our special markets in turmoil tonight.
Markets in
7
turmoil.
p.m. Eastern Time. Now, on Amazon.
Markets in turmoil.
Prevalence of work.
Hey, globally, Amazon is entrusting all employees around the world to begin working from home if they're able to. This policy going global is one of the most aggressive standards the size has taken. Remember, Amazon has more than 650,000 full-time employees worldwide. This follows a recommendation earlier this week that all of its employees globally work remotely if they're able to. And like tech companies, guys, Amazon is providing compensation for employees diagnosed with coronavirus, placed into quarantine, that's up to 2 weeks of pay. They're also continuing to
I'm
pay
gonna be with sorry. Yes.
It also applies to the many warehouse workers.
Slap me.
Thank you very much.
Don't slap me again, or else the neon crocodile will erase, okay? And I don't want the neon crocodile to erase. Oh, you want a neon unicorn? I already have a neon unicorn.
Secretary has spoken on the
It's
phone
cool.
5
Want to see
times
it?
today on the
Huh?
coronavirus.
Where's
The
Emma?
last time was at 3:50 p.m. Aides tell me that progress is being made.
Emma's not in the bathroom.
Closer to compromise, there's some outstanding issues remain, and while those negotiations still go on behind the scenes, the House is officially in recess. So members were just recently advised that votes are still later on tonight. Over here in the Senate, Majority Leader Mitch McConnell.
Okay, let's go back.
On Monday, he tweeted that he was glad
Wait for me!
going between the administration and Speaker Pelosi in hopes that Congress can pass bipartisan legislation to continue combating the coronavirus and keep our economy strong. All this comes as there are concerns about the health of some lawmakers. Senator Lindsey Graham has announced that he is self-quarantining after being at Mar-a-Lago last weekend with that Brazilian delegation. He says this is out of an abundance of caution, but there are now 7 senators' offices or 7 senators who themselves have self-quarantined. So we'll see how long the Capitol can continue to function. Keep monitoring it and let you know if I learn anything extra.
All right, Ilan, thank you very much for that update as well. So let's talk a little bit more about this before we bring in another big
But
guest.
there's
We got
no
John
news
Hessel,
for the
by the way,
coronavirus,
coming
no?
up, which is another very
No,
important
please, for that
interview
kids.
there. And I want to go a little bit more to what Dan just sort of suggested. I mean, I think people don't realize
White and
Congress can do these things, and we can have these programs, but you still, even in the age of computers, you still need humans to do a lot of this work.
Well, yes, you need humans to do that. You also need the humans in Washington to understand that in a crisis time and not to be going back and forth. I mean, it's great that they're
If
If you look at what's going on around the world, there is some serious issues coming. And to think that we're going to go on vacation next week, to think that, oh, well, maybe we'll come back on Monday, is frankly insane. And this because the more you go down this path, in the state that people are in, you end up losing faith in your political leaders, and that's never a good thing.
Yeah, I mean, leaders lead by example, and you know, it's very disappointing that McConnell's throwing this one in. I don't care what the vacation schedule is. I mean, again, the health crisis is something that is clearly, we're realizing we're trying to catch up. And the financial packages around addressing that and bipartisan, that should be both sides of the aisle coming forward addressing a health issue. This isn't about throwing pork into a budget. And so, anyway, I think that is where the markets are. The markets don't get any confidence out of that administration.
Well, the crude catastrophe continued today as well. Oil falling another 6% to 31 and change per barrel. No sector of this market has been hit harder than energy, especially since that Saudi-Russia price war began. The biggest oil and gas stock ETF, the XOP, has lost 65% of its value in just 70 days. So what happens from here? We are very honored to be joined by John Hess, CEO of Hess Corporation. John, we appreciate you calling in. Thank you very much. An important time to hear from a guy like you. First off, in the short term, what's going to happen? Do you think there's any chance that Russia and Saudis meet, that OPEC could scratch together a supply cut deal? And if they did, would it matter?
Nice to be on your program, Brian. Thank you. Oil markets are experiencing two major shocks right now. One is demand from the coronavirus, and one is supply from the Saudi-Russia price war. In the past, oil prices have been hit either by a supply shock or a demand shock. Right now, we have two. And in terms of demand, the fear from the coronavirus has had a huge impact on demand. Basically, last year, we expected, for this year actually, we expected the demand to be going up 1 million barrels a day. Now it's estimated to go down 500,000 barrels a day. And the way the economy is going and the way people are being quarantined, I think 12 million people fly a day, and that number's way down now. That estimate could be on the optimistic side. And in terms of supply, you were just talking about it. Last week, the Russians flexed their muscles, and Saudi Arabia decided to flood the world's oil market to teach the Russians and oil producers a lesson, and that's really that they have a big stick. But the real problem here is Saudi Arabia and Russia are playing chicken at the world's expense. The economic problem we're facing today is a lot more than oil, and the oil price crash could be a catalyst that propels the world into an economic recession. And the deeper we get in, the harder it will be to get out.
Is there anything that the government could, you heard us probably talking earlier about all these programs and the Fed and stimulus. Is there anything, John, the government could or should do for the U.S. oil and gas industry?
No, Brian, I don't think a bailout is...
Hello, Aling Garcia, Boda TV, Harang Israel. Thank you, Sisi, sa pagwalang escape, sis, ha? Kumakain lang ako, tapos magbabasa na tayo after. Hello, shout out, Aling Garcia, Boda TV. Tamsak Dan, salamat, Sisi, ipi-play kita mamaya. Cute ng mga English speaking. Ay, mga anak ko ang ingay, no? Sandiwang OFW to, everyone. Shout out. Good morning. Good morning, Sisi. Tapos lang ako magkain, tapos mag-reading na tayo, Sisi.
And as a consequence, next year, oil production in the United States will probably be down 1.5 million to 2 million barrels a day. A key point here is that shale is a strategic engine for the United States with a significant impact on jobs, on national security, and as we've all seen, on the stock market. When oil goes down, the stock market goes down. They're no longer inversely correlated.
Hey, John, it's Tim Seymour. Again, thank you for joining us on a crazy day and evening. I've seen photos saying we're in the long-term business. So talk a little bit about how companies aren't necessarily riding the wave here, and that in fact, CapEx has been adjusted, OpEx has been adjusted over the last few years, and where people are very concerned about, maybe not you, but other players in the industry.
No, it's a great question. People have to realize that the oil industry is a long-term business, as you're saying. The investment you make today provides the oil supply that we need 5 and 10 years from now. And the two major challenges the oil industry faces for the future is actually investment and climate change. And while the world is awash in oil right now, The International Energy Agency has made clear that the world needs to invest $65 billion, $650 billion a year to grow oil and gas supply to meet future demand. For the last 5 years, the number has ranged between $350 billion and $420 billion, way under what the number needs to be. And the economic meltdown we're going through right now makes it even more difficult. The other challenge that everybody talks about, rightfully so, is climate change. And climate change is real. It's the greatest scientific challenge for the 21st century. And as much as we hope for major technological breakthroughs, the International Energy Agency has run some scenarios, and the one for sustainable development, where all the pledges of the Paris Climate Accord are met. Oil and gas will be 47% of the energy mix in 2040. So the real thing that's troubling, I think, is in a lot of the political debates that are going on, I think a lot of the politicians hope that they can wave a match and just have oil and gas disappear. But they may have climate literacy, but they don't have energy literacy. We need both for sustainable development, and we have to realize that oil and gas are essential for human development as well as economic welfare.
Mr. Hess, thank you for coming on. You mentioned the importance of the shale industry and specifically in our energy industry at large. Is there a chance, instead of themselves against one another, the Saudis and the Russians did this to cripple our industry? Just when we get to energy independence, they pull the rug out beneath the price of the underlying commodity.
Yeah, I definitely think that is a major objective of what's going on right now. But it's not just the U.S. shale producers that are going to be hurt by this oil price crash. It's actually Saudi Arabia and Russia. With the price drop that we've had, which is very severe, we project that Saudi Arabia will lose over $100 billion this year. Russia will lose over $100 billion a year. Both of them have oil at 70% of their exports. Their financial reserves are about $400 to $500 billion each. So they're both going to be losing 25% of their financial reserves. Just nobody wins a price war, and they're not going to win a price war.
You look at the XOP ETF, John, and it's like every stock is, being priced into almost going to zero. Obviously not going to go to zero. There will be companies, as you said that will go bankrupt, but do you think the market is just discounting companies maybe like yours that have unique opportunities? I mean, I'm not going to ask you to toot your own company's horn, but you have a huge new operation in Guyana, which everybody says this massive, opportunity. Do you feel like investors just dumping everything without thinking about the individual companies involved?
Ryan, our company is in a very strong position to weather the storm. First of all, we have 80% of our oil hedged for this year at $55 WTI and $60 Brent. Secondly, we're going to be making an announcement soon that has a major CapEx reduction plan. It doesn't make sense for any shale producer right now to drill for oil at that $30 price you were talking about before. So we're going to have a major decrease in our Bakken program and in other programs across the company, because right now, every oil company should just hunker down and run for cash. In addition, what makes us different than most of the shale companies in the United States is we have a diversified portfolio. We actually have cash generators in our portfolio in Deepwater Gulf of Mexico and Malaysia, and with the capital budget reductions that we're going to be having in the Bakken becomes a cash generator. So our whole goal right now is basically to preserve cash, to live to fight another day, and protect the great investment opportunity we have in Guyana.
All right, John Hess with some tough talk and tough words, but smart words, John. And we do appreciate it. Thank you very much. We look forward to that announcement. I guess about the cost plans, I have a feeling they're going to be part of everybody. John, thank you very much. All right, well, let's get you up to speed on several market developments, major developments outside of the market as well on the coronavirus that broke within the last 24 hours. Of course, you've probably heard, hard not to, many major events, almost all of them, are pretty much canceled across the country in the next few months. Let's get more now with Julia Borsten with a recap of the day's news.
Brian, well, the most recent big closure is Disneyland Resort here in Anaheim. Scheduled to be closed from the morning of March 14th through the end of the month. And leaders of the world's largest live events and concert companies, including the CEOs of Live Nation and AEG, announcing that they recommend postponing all large-scale events through the end of March. And then there are the cancellations and suspensions of major league sporting events. Just today, the NCAA canceling the March Madness basketball tournament, along with all other men's and women's winter and spring championships. This after last night, the NBA suspended its season after a Utah Jazz player tested positive for coronavirus. The NHL is suspending its season a month ahead of the playoffs, and Major League Baseball delaying the start of its season by at least 2 weeks. And Broadway shows will be suspended starting tonight through April 12th. This after Governor Andrew Cuomo banned gatherings of more than 500 people and said facilities with occupancy of 500 or fewer must reduce the capacity by half. Brian, back over to you.
All right, Julia, thank you very much. All right, outside of that, guys, I want, stocks are trading after hours, and I know there's probably some hope out there we're going to get a bounce, and maybe we will, Guy, but Dan, you and I were just looking. Apple is down another 3 or 4% after hours. Microsoft down another 3% or more after hours. We ended on the lows. What does that tell you?
Here's a little thing, right? So this is maybe a little inside baseball. Those two stocks, there's no news about them. They're trading down. You don't know why. You're really curious. It's like volume. There's a stock that Julia just mentioned, Disney. There's news. That's the news we were waiting for. We talked about it. When is they going to close their U.S. parks? We know they had Shanghai and then Hong Kong. The stock closed at 92. It's trading at 90. The fact that it's not at 85, I think that's good. There's news out in that name. Watch that name. See what sort of relative strength it shows to some of these other names. Now, again, why is the market trading this way? Because we don't have visibility. We don't have guidance. Microsoft and Apple pulled their guidance, so we don't know. Until companies start defining what's going on and how they're doing it, then they'll probably start trading better. So I would encourage all those CEOs need to get out there a little bit.
Well, so you actually make a really good point about the rest of the market here too. There is some good news today. I know it sounds terrible when parks get closed down and cities get closed down and these type of things, but we know from the history of this disease that once you start doing it, that is what you need to do to control and contain the disease. So that means the sooner you do that stuff, the sooner we get to an economic recovery. So to Dan's point, news out on Disney, everybody probably expected this. There is some good news that we're moving in the right direction. I would expect this with many other stocks.
Yes, and so then back to a couple stocks and back to Apple and Microsoft. And when you're putting your list together of high quality companies, these are two companies that are obviously right there. And there's different reasons why they're right there. They include fundamentals, they include balance sheet, they include their core businesses. But they also include the fact that these are stocks that have actually seemingly been more resilient on the way down. Now that's a bit of a double-edged sword, because if you look at Microsoft, it's only down 2% year to date. Microsoft is up 53% year over year. And if you look at actually the NASDAQ, it's outperformed the S&P during this downdraft, or certainly just year to date. It's outperformed the S&P by almost 750 basis points. So either you're going to see some of these stocks and the NASDAQ coming back to the S&P, which it's diverged from, or that this is a case where these are some of the greatest stocks. I happen to think these are market proxies, and when you get the further capitulation, those are stocks that I think are proxy plays, and I think they're going to lose ground.
Amazing. Yeah, so to Dan's point, watch Disney. Maybe the bottom is when they announce the closure. All right, let's talk more now about Microsoft. Fun Straps Rob Slimer is finding something interesting in the charts. And Rob, if it's just one thing that's interesting, I'm going to come over there and hug you, but I'll just wait.
All right, well, let's talk about the market in general. Look, there's two things we always got to think about when we're talking about technicals. There's magnitude and price levels.
What is that?
Amazon delivered to measure from momentum indicators. So the S&P has sliced through pretty much every technical level without any problem so far. It's down another 10% today. Took out the 200-day. It took out the 200-week today. That was a fairly important level. That's the second eruption that was in place from 2011, 2016. Today. So there's a lot of damage happening. Where's the next level? So this, I think you were talking about it earlier, but 2340 is the low in the fourth quarter of it. Also happens to represent a 62% retracement, roughly, of this entire 2016 2020 move. So it's a fairly important level. So we haven't seen a lot of evidence or a lot of divergences. The market's able to dig in and find a level that's really that's important. If it can't hold there, we're probably looking at something around 2100, which is a pretty big number. The key
point here is when we look at these weekly momentum indicators, they track 1 to 2 quarter shifts. They began to stall out as we moved into the end of January, beginning of February. It was a very good timing tool. Never expected that kind of magnitude. But it argues we're not going to see a low or a bottom until we move well into April, possibly May. So it's going to take time before we actually see a bottom take hold. Let's take a look at the NASDAQ, because as Tim was just pointing out, huge leadership, basically at new relative performance highs versus the S&P, but it took out its 200-day. The next key level here is between 6,600 and 7,000. So that takes you sort of back to these lows. And here again, this momentum indicator says there's still more time. It's too early to back up the truck to come back to these names. We need to see. And lastly, right to the point of Microsoft, look, we took out 141. 131 is right around this. Sorry, 131 is down at this level. And the next level below that takes you all the way back to 116. So momentum says there's still more time, probably into the middle of the second quarter. And in terms of relative performance, these stocks need to come in. It's probably going to put pressure on a lot of the leading areas of the market, and that's when we start to see a bottom, when we start to break these.
Comment that Dan made, I think it was Dan Niles who made this, you buy when Disney says we're going to shut down. Is there some sort of indication that we think that if companies were to come out and say, you know what, we're taking a month off, that maybe that would actually help the markets in some ways?
I don't know the answer to that. I understand what you're saying.
It comes down to PK's point.
And that could define like the height of the unsettling news and stuff. I think you make a fair point. It's interesting. Rob mentioned Microsoft, and I get such a kick out of Twitter because the trolls are out in force. They say we never make bold calls, but I'll tell you categorically, because I know, because I was sitting here, on February 11th, Microsoft made an all-time high of 190.40, I believe. And if you recall on that day, on rather large volume, it reversed, closed significantly lower on the day. And we sat here and said, if you were looking for the turn in the name, that was probably it. And now history, proves it was correct. So now if you're looking for an entry level, I got to tell you something. This 140 level is where we sort of traded sideways at for quite some time. Not so months ago, again, looking at the chart. So there is clearly opportunity. I mean, Microsoft is not going out of business, and what they do is still extraordinarily viable. The market's just correcting. So I think to Rob's point, you saw the turn, but I think now you're getting towards levels where if you've been waiting to buy the stock, this looks pretty interesting to me.
All right. Well, another area of the economy that you need to watch very closely are the restaurants. Of course, those stocks falling hard, coronavirus spreading the economy.
I ordered
very closely to the restaurants. Of course, those stocks falling hard, coronavirus spreading the
I ordered
Bring it now, Bob.
I ordered the one that you want.
Now, Bob's been getting daily updates
The
on
drink
traffic
powder?
trends. Bob, it's the most owned small business
Remember
in
the powder
United
that you put in the
States.
water?
What kinds of traffic trends
Yeah.
are you seeing from key parts of the United States right now?
Sunday.
Well, I think the most obvious is what we've all heard, or many of us have heard about the Seattle market. And
I'm gonna put it in as a drop.
Zero for the most impacted by the coronavirus at this point. Traffic trends there are down, about 20%. Since the spread of the virus has really, gone viral within that community. So I think, there's no doubt that ultimately the spread, is something we would try to, follow and ultimately try and, figure out how we're going to affect these restaurant companies, the top line, ultimately the bottom line. So,
You think it'll? I mean, is drive-through gonna save them, Bob? Are people just gonna stop going altogether?
save is relative. Certainly those brands, fast food and fast casual, portable food offerings, they're certainly going to do better. They have less social interaction. You can go through a drive-through. You can get food delivered. In that regard, I think most consumers view those, if they're concerned about, quote, social distancing, certainly those are better options. So I think
Stock that I think fundamentally the short run we know is going to be a disaster. But if anything, U.S. same-store sales comps have been very strong. The China business has been an important part of their growth. The valuation was a big challenge, but this stock's gone from almost $100 down to $62, $63, and the valuation is very different. Can you talk about that name? Thanks to Corona.
I don't want to rain on your parade, but there's two things that we really we need to just get ready. So, one is obviously the coronavirus and the impact there. Two, ultimately, is what happens with consumer spending in the economy post this. Do ultimately consumers, because their own businesses or their jobs or layoffs, there's been some issues affecting.
Aling Garcia, puntahan na kita, Aling Garcia.
If so, how slow will it be? Will it be as bad as back in 2007, 8, 9? Or will it bounce back immediately to the levels that we saw in January?
Yeah.
I think
Pupuntahan ko na kayo para ma-play ko kayo.
that will work again.
All right, Bob, Darren's in a tough spot. We got to leave it there, Bob. We appreciate you calling in. We appreciate you calling in. Certainly now it's...
Mamimigay din ako ng ninja, guys, ha?
Probably a little bit concerned right now. We're thinking about that. It's not just about... All right, let's talk gold. The commodity also sort of unusually battered in today's sell-off. Gold coming in its second year. The action traders are betting...
Ankusigna, hello, host. May harang ka na. Congrats po. Oo, Sisi, nagkaharang na ako. Nagkaharang na ako, Sisi, Anconsigna vlog. Ano lang, March 3 tanggap yung na. Pero mga yan, mga end of February, nakuha ko na yung 4 key na watch hour. Tapos mga ilang days kasi magpapadala pa din sila. Maghintay ka pa din sa nila, yung email nila. Tapos finally, viral kasi ako, sis. So, pupunta ko na si Aling Garcia. Aling Garcia, bibigyan kita ng jacket. Dikitan mo sa Sandy Wang OFW Signa. Harang Isrin. I-ano ko si Anconsigna. Hindi pala kami kadikit ni kadikit ko siguro na siya sa ninja niya. Nag-LS din siya. So, ipapanoorin ko yung mga video nyo, guys, para dagdag sa WWH ninyo.
Anybody got a different view on Bitcoin?
Well, I think BK's the asset. This isn't about an asset.
How to cook Sinia Arabic food. Pipili kong how to cook Sinia Arabic food daw. Sinia Arabic food. So, pipili ko yan. Napiplay ko na si Aling Garcia, Abuda TV. Next is si Sandy. After ni Sandy, si Anconsigna Vlog. Tamsak na. Salamat sa tamsak ni mo, sis. Ipiplay kita after kang Aling Garcia. Ayan. Maraming salamat sa tamsak, sis, ha. Oh my gosh. Parang ayaw mong gustong lumabas kasi maginaw. Pagod na pagod pa yung mukha.
Again, the volatility there is unprecedented. The fact that yields didn't crater today, to me, is somewhat concerning. So if you're asking what I'm looking at, it's that.
Yeah, I would just say this. leadership from some major CEOs and getting out there.
What is that?
Their necks up align a little bit and saying, we're doing this and this is what it might cost us.
Ah, oh, yeah.
I would say that because everybody
Oh, they separate, no? They separate in the container.
takes some time. So there's a lot of people out there looking to catch that V-bar. I don't think we're gonna have that.
The one for my dashcam is there too.
Passion, this environment, there's really good time to take it in your generation. But it's just gonna take some time. And I think we're looking
Okay.
for some signs
I
of
wait for the
confidence on politics.
Let's put it together then.
Where it can come from, because if frankly, on the state level,
Okay.
we're seeing at least
So playing pa din sa Arabic food ni Aling Garcia TV.
find some sense of getting out of the uncertainty of relations or something we can figure out is these guys are talking about
So pagkatapos nito, sunod pa og pababa ako magbabasa o magpi-play lang kayo ay mapi-play.
To make you money. I'm here to level the playing field for all investors. There's always a bull market somewhere, and I promise to help you find real money starts now.
Welcome to Mad Money. Welcome to one of friends. I'm just trying to save some money. My job is not just educate, teach, and entertain some. To put this in perspective, so call me at 1-800-743-CBC or tweet me at nothing's business as usual anymore.
Oh, finally the rain is stopped, no?
We have collapse of epic proportions thanks to 53 points today. I do not President Biden's
Ano yan? Airport. Ano to?
S&P plummeting 9.51%, NASDAQ moves by 9.3%. These are idiots. I get it. These are scary. We're afraid we need this six-part plan that I believe could actually avoid the financial impact of an outbreak while allowing us to contain the virus and save some money. I know we can beat this thing, okay? I know we can. But beating it most likely at this point means causing a recession. We know this is coming. That's what's causing these stocks to go down. We should do everything we can to make it easier. But in the end, this is still mad money, not mad science or mad public fiscal policy. And that means, what do we have to do? We actually have to be constructive. We have to be able to look at things that are being avoided by this panic. Now, the average last seen in 2018, we're headed for a Fed-mandated recession. And just, the Dow's pretty much that level. The S&P still has further to fall just to get back to December 2018 in the Powell-generated bear market. So again, I'm not saying it's a rise safe for the last few weeks. We hit that level. We're not there yet. So why bother to do this? Because I am not calling a bottom. I'm trying to do something that is necessary. I'm trying to tell you how to bargain this concept. We fall back on what worked during the Great Recession, and it did work. Back then, we circled the wagons around what I call AIHs, accidentally high yields. Companies with good dividends and sound balance sheets where the yields have gone to ridiculous levels because their stock prices perhaps should never have gone so low. I'm picking stocks where I believe that could be the case. How do we replicate it? Well, what I start with is a screen. I do a screen of companies. I do a screen of companies. I'm looking for stocks that yield around 4% or more because the Treasury rates are so low. These are companies that I'm looking at helping businesses. I believe will hold up during the slowdown. I believe will hold up during the recession. Sure, we might not see it. No, we won't catch the bottom exactly, okay? Which is why what we do is we buy small and we get bigger as the yield grows. This plan is one of my favorite exercises. Why? Because it's clinical, it's emotionless, ice water relations, and it gives you so many what you really want, what you crave. Income generating securities. By the way, you're not getting much from treasuries at all. Income generating securities that will pay you to wait for the market to recover. All right, it's not exactly finding a bull market somewhere, but it does guarantee that if we solve Corona, you are a winner. And while we do it, you are paid to wait to win. Those in cash won't win or gain anything when, not if, it happens. And the first up is United
Carson. We don't know the ground truck.
Mystery?
Yes, that's
Why?
brand name. It's fabulous service.
Okay.
Obviously, the stock hasn't been doing well because it's a e-commerce and e-commerce, and that's slowing. But today we learned that Carol Tomé, retired CFO of Home Depot, has been named new CEO of Carson. This change brings on the savviest financial mind of our generation. Carol was integral to make the Home Depot the undeniable powerhouse that it's become. She's also helped them fend off Amazon, something UPS needs now more than ever. Meanwhile, I know UPS can cover its dividend, which currently gives you an accidentally high 4.7% yield. By some tomorrow, I will buy some tomorrow, and then wait for the lower. Leave room for lower prices. And remember, that means higher yields. Carol's been on the board. She can figure out ways to keep the payout at that level without sacrificing service or making the company less competitive. No matter what, Carol Tomé is fantastic. It's great seeing her run such a complex organization. She was born to do this. Congratulations, Carol Tomé, for this much-deserved, albeit unexpected, appointment. I know you do. Second, I'm going with AbbVie. These drug companies simply aren't getting the respect they deserve. We
It's
have to pay
cracking,
them no
no?
matter what. AbbVie in particular has
To
good
be
growth, a
putting
healthy
the every
balance
night.
sheet, and a shrewd CEO. Richard Gonzalez has done a very good job putting together this merger. The merger is with Allergan. We're just waiting for the government to sign up. And then Gonzalez will get busy running
Finish
Allergan's
that one.
portfolio, including Botox.
There's a little bit
Will
more.
get busy running
Finish
Allergan's
that one.
portfolio, including Botox.
There's a little bit then.
much bigger
A
organization.
strategy.
I know for a fact
Kramer
that
helping
Allergan's
investors
acute migraine
navigate the
pill is a lifesaver
coronavirus
and will be
induced market.
It's called, because I take it, you Brelvi. You Brelvi. We're not probably saying it's worth the Mondelez, but it can stop migraine in its tracks. Think of migraine like a charging elephant that stomps on your
Pick up
throat.
his brain.
This pill doesn't prevent the elephant from charging, but it does
Okay.
get it off your head. Best of all, AbbVie's got a 6% yield, but it's worth a get. Hey, you know what? Even better, it goes to 7-8%. Just be ready. Those of you who are criticizing it's out just gets by. Later on in the show, I'll tell you about some interesting times to buy that surprise you. And I've got to tell you, once
Look,
again,
I
I'm
make a
not
teaser for
qualified.
one
I
movie
think
that I
this
like.
has to
It's
take
a lot
up
of views then.
level, but I'm trying to find
More
things that
views
last
than my
48
videos. Oh
hours.
my
And
goodness.
here's the
Maybe I would just do that.
Verizon's finally come down to a level where I feel you have to buy
So
it.
it's frustrating
Yes, Jay
sometimes,
said
no?
you should buy it here. I love it. It's beat down. Verizon's the premier wireless provider with a fabulous balance sheet that will let them build out a massive 5G network ahead of the competition. The lack of price sensitivity for
It's
cell
gonna
phone is
viral.
extraordinary. You can't live without the darn thing, and that's why I'm salivating for that in 4.8% yield. I know what you're thinking, well, then how about AT&T with a 6.6% yield? I like AT&T. Well, then I was get this. All right, I need you to think about buying Wells Fargo. Yeah, and that's a new CEO. He is smart. He's honest. He's clever. And by the way, he's funny. I think the stock's worth buying. The fellow's name is Charlie Sharp. He's the new CEO. He's kind of regular Raymond Shaw. He used to run Visa, where he transformed the credit card company into a technological powerhouse. Now, myself was too intimidated to be the boss because of this no-nonsense Barry. Frankly, he was.
Tropa Pits, hello, Tropa Pits. Dikita na kayo dyan ni Ann Consigna Vlog at Sandy Wang and Aling Garcia Aboda TV.
It's encouraging that the previous chairwoman
Hello, hello.
finally quit this week, allowing Charlie to install his own team both in the board and in the organization. Why buy it now when the banks are so hated? Because after the stock's hideous decline today,
Dikit-dikita na, guys.
7.5% yield. Buy some. Maybe it goes to 8%. Buy some. Short some. Not big, nice. Fit. We need a utility. I like Dominion Energy, better deep. It's a low-cost power producer that also owns a liquefied natural gas export terminal. In an era where many people believe that natural gas industry is a corner, and that's why it's going down more than other utilities. Dominion's told us over and over again that they are, in fact, I actually believe them. I believe Tom Farrell is the bankable CEO. That's why it makes sense to me to reach for the 5.3% yield. Again, I keep stressing, it's not the bottom, it's the start. Last six, you want to call the bottom, maybe you can get exactly at 7.28%. I can't. Last six, I want to get. It's number two, on it. And one of the best 5G plays is Qualcomm. It's just a huge amount of intellectual property in every phone. After those happening, it still has a 3.8% yield.
Dito lamang nakarang March 4, 2020. Hindi naman nakapag-picture si Jason at binuwetahan nito si Kim Chu na tinawag na isang malaking drawing raw ang pang-ambush kay Kim Chu. Matatandaan kasi na nagulat ang lahat ng lumabas ang balita na pinagbabaril daw ang sasakyan ni Kim Chu ng March 4, 2020, banda para sa ng umaga. Ayon pa kay Kim Chu, buti na lang daw at nakahiga raw siya sa loob ng kanyang van, kaya hindi siya sinamaan ng mga bala. 8 bala raw ang tumama sa kanyang van nang pagbabarilin daw sila ng riding in tandem sa may Katipunan Avenue, Quezon City. Wala naman daw nasaktan sa mga kasama ni Kim Chu sa kanyang van, kaya noong araw na yun ay dumiretso na rin daw siya sa kanyang taping para sa kanyang bagong teleserye. Kaya naman kaugnay nito, marami ang nag-alala sa nangyari kay Kim Chu. Ngunit marami rin ang kumukwestiyon rito sapagkat tila hindi raw totoo ang pamamaril sa van ni Kim Chu. Dahil ayon sa ibang mga netizen, dapat raw ay sa police station raw dumiretso si Kim Chu at hindi sa taping kung totoo ang pinagbabaril siya sa loob ng kanyang van. May mga nagsabing ito ay gimmick lang daw para mapag-usapan raw siya at ang kanyang teleserye. Kaya naman kaugnay nito, isa si Jason sa matapang na nagbigay ng kanyang salubin sa nangyaring pag-ambush raw kay Kim Chu. Sa Facebook page ni Jason, dito ay naglabas ito ng kanyang reaksyon na ayon sa rito, kwento ni Kim, nakatulog ako sa biyahe, lula ng aking bulletproof van habang binabagta sa Katipunan Avenue, Quezon City. Pagdating sa panulupan ng Carlos Garcia Street, pinakuna na ng mga punglo ang sasakyan ko, mga 8 diretso ang bilang ko. Sunod-sunod yun, yung iba nga ng bala tumago sa loob ng van ko at bumagsak sa tabi ko pa. Muloy ako sa taping and after 2 sequences, pinakap ako at pinag-usap ako ng mga bossing ng ABS-CBN. Sa totoo lang, napakaraming butas ang sanaysay ni Miss Kim Chu. Let's just take it at face value. Incident under investigation by the authorities. Kim Chu is a bakit ni Kuya PBB Team Edition and one of the most valuable artists and a contract artist of the Kapamilya Network. No offense meant, but I find the story incredible to believe. Just like the old story of Finance Wife alleged suicide with a twist, initially investigated by QC Police, taken over by the NBI, who reported no foul play. Dagdag pa rito ni Jason sa manamang writer ng ABS-CBN FPJ ang probinsyano ang nagsulat ng The Unbelievable Ambush of Kim Chu. Walang kalatoy-latoy, walang spark, iyak ng walang luha. Ayon pa sa kanyang sumunod na post sa totoong ambush, target on a black Hyundai van. By the way, this vehicle cannot be armored because old stories of Finance wife alleged suicide with a twist. Initially investigated by QC Police, by the NBI, who reported no foul play. Dagdag pa ito ni Jason sa manamang writer ng ABS-CBN FPJ ang nagsulat ng The Unbelievable Ambush of Kim Chu. Walang kalatoy-latoy, walang spark, pati si Kim umiiyak ng walang luha. Ayon pa sa kanyang sumunod na post sa totoong ambush, target on a black Hyundai van. By the way, this vehicle cannot be armored because the engine displacement is too underpowered for the heavy load. 4-cylinder lang ang van. Minimum engine for bulletproofing is 8-cylinder gasoline type. Unang putok para driver to disable the vehicle. Shooters SOP, standard operating procedure. Succeeding bullets are for the passengers in the second and third seats. No target is usually seated, cannot afford to miss double tap execution. Dagdag pa ni Jason Zarino, questions, anong type ng armored gun iyo? Baka naka-armor on lang iyong dashboard at gulong para makita at malinis. Armor piercing bullets ba ang ginamit? Anong kulay ng tape? Blue, green, red velocity markings. Nasa stoplight ng pauna na ng bala tumagos pero walang tinamaan kahit isa. Bakit tumagos ang bala from right to left window kung bulletproof? Tingin nyo ba tama pa rin ang mga Pilipino? Sunod-sunod na naging post ni Jason sa tungkol na sa nangyaring pang-ambush kay Kim Chu. Kaya ayon pa sa kanyang sumunod na post na sa mga veterano at Vatican Giorno, iyong Kim ambush story ay isang drawing. Shinare din ni Jason sa kanyang Facebook ang balita ng pang-ambush sa van ni Kim Chu mula naman sa post ng ABS-CBN News at nilagyan niya ito ng caption na kapag ipinalita ng ABS-CBN, malamang sa hindi, totoo ito in the service of the Filipino. Hindi po kami ang nagbalita nito. Nabalitaan lang namin mula sa ABS-CBN News. Hindi tingga o pulo ng bala, kundi basyon ng bala. At dahil nga sa mga tapang na ni Jason sa Neki, kaugnay ng pang-aambush niya sa van ng kapamilya actress ay marami ang nag-dash at nanglain sa kanya. Pero hindi ito pinalagpas ni Jason sa Atromes Pakre ito. Nag-post ulit ito sa kanyang Facebook page na para doon sa mga naghahangat at nagdasal na mamatay na sana kung mag-pay via Twitter. Here's my message to you. Sige, mauna na po muna kayo. Busy pa kasi po ako. Siguro pag naubos na kayo, maaaring pag-isipan ko. Susunod ang salamat po at pinagkaabalahan para ninyo ako kagabi. Hindi ko napansin kasi sarap ng tulog ko dahil magmula at saka nakatogod ako ng kognaka bago nahiga. Dalangin ko, yumaman at gumanda sana ang araw niyo. Ito ang matapang na puwerta ni Jason sa kay Kim Chu na ayon na sa kanya isang malaking drawing daw ang pang-ambush sa van ni Kim Chu na tila hindi raw iyon totoo. Ano nga masasabi niyo sa pahayag na ito ni Jason sa naniniwala ba kayo na isang ang drawing pang-ambush o pamamaril sa van ni Kim Chu na tila hindi ro iyon totoo? Naniniwala kayo na totoo ang nangyaring pang-ambush o pamamaril sa van ni Kim Chu at hindi dapat iyon gawing biro? Ayan, anong masasabi niyo rito? Mag-comment na kayo at kung bago ka lang sa ating channel, huwag mo kalimutan na mag-subscribe. I-push mo na yung bell icon para lagi kang updated sa mga pasabog na chika at nakakalas na yung titulo. See you in my next video.
It's a lot of views, but it's a lot of views, 6 minutes, but the intro doesn't have ad, just the end, because less than 6 minutes or less than 10 minutes, only one ads come out. Sometimes it doesn't have ads too.
Aid to state governments, lots for the healthcare system, social security benefit increases, student debt cancellation.
Definitely, I love the movie so much. Due to COVID-19 threat, the 30 suspend land, air, or sea travel to and from Manila, starting March 15 to April 14. So they're locked out. There's no one can get out, can get in.
You're offering some specific proposals, but I'd like to hear what are the ones you think need to be done now in order to preserve the health, safety, and welfare of the American people?
Well, you start this in the right place because the first thing we have to think about is the health of the American people. And that means right now, we need to guarantee that we're ramping up on testing and making testing available for this virus and that it will be available free to everyone because we want people to get tested. We should also guarantee right now that as soon as a vaccine is developed, it will be available for everyone because we want everyone to get vaccinated. And we should guarantee right now that there will be a pot of money available to cover everyone who has to miss work for a day or several days, either because they have the virus or because they are taking care of someone who has the virus. Those are good.
Hello, Turbo Pits.
And reduce the amount of contagion. They're also good for us.
Hello, kasi sino pang andyan? Let me know pag sino andyan para...
Beyond that, it's time now we're thinking about
Ano
a
yun?
stimulus package. We've just seen
It's not raining anymore.
Closing. We need to show that we have a government that understands the scale of this problem and understands that the approach to its level and help support this economy from the ground. So that's the basic.
It does. I see what you've added to your proposal. I can't agree with you more about the size. Something that really sticks out to me. Low or no interest loans to companies of all sizes that have negatively been affected by the coronavirus. So if I keep my workers on my payroll, I can get a no interest loan even if I'm not getting any people, no customers in. I can keep paying them because of those loans.
Exactly. And you put it exactly right. This is not saying we're gonna lend the money out, no strings attached. It's that you've gotta keep the people on your payroll. That keeps money in the economy. And if you'll do that, we'll keep lending you the money to see us pass this crisis moment. That will help the economy in multiple ways, keep these businesses open, so that when people are venturing out again, and we are putting money in from the other direction, so people have got money in their hands, so people are still earning their paychecks, they'll have open stores to come to and goods to buy. This keeps the circle going, and that's what we want to do in this.
Another group of people being disadvantaged by the rising cost of higher education. Student loans have been such a burden to people. I know it's sacrilegious.
Fake news
to talk
alert.
about it, but I think at this time, it's time for sacrilege. Student loan debt cancellation. Tell us about it.
So look, here's the basic idea, is I want to put this issue on the table. Think about how we get money into the hands of the people who need it most and who will spend it quickly, because that's what we want. We want real velocity of this money.
Crypto.
And giving them cash, it means money that they can put back into the economy. And it's a perfect place to put it. And notice the two places I want to balance this out are with students, which tends disproportionately to be young people, although there are people in their 40s, 50s, and 60s and on who are still dealing with student loan debt, but disproportionately young people. In addition, I think we should be increasing Social Security payments and disability payments. My proposal is to increase it $200 a month, agree to do it at least for a year. That guarantees people more money coming in, and this great paper out by Christy Lane, I hope you take a look at it, that shows that money going into the hands of Social Security recipients is money that goes straight back into the economy, and that's what we want to see.
I'm familiar with that. You're absolutely right. It's empirical. Now, Senator, how about something everyone in this country and every company at various times right now has to pay the government. This is a time where you have to take the money that you have and get.
Delivered just 1 hour ago. This is my favorite movie. I just reaction to that one. But my own video. You have lucky if you have 100. Yes. What's wrong?
About 75-80% people exposed. If you do that all at once, yeah, crush your healthcare system. Very disappointing. That's really bad. Like how James mentioned earlier, he said your grandparents would call the war. You're being called to sit on your couch. Do it. Do it. This is what you call your greatness here. Love that one. All right, James, way to go. So this just shows that yes, I agree.
Daddy, can we put normal glasses in again? I should look for it.
Okay, I did look for it. Alright. You want me to put you back in your chair? You're inside? Oh, fine.
Chance to see it. Okay, thank you very much. I appreciate it. How do we be this crazy that says like, you know, just take fun. Russian and European couple do. So you all remember our default standard for that would be multiple infections, face masks,
They're supposed to go up.
You can get ads for that one.
This one?
South Korea, phosphate,
I copy the line for the one in the movie now.
Because is the Senate is saying, yeah, they can, you know what, let's pick this up after recess. Let's not cancel recess, by God. That's
It looks so funny.
charge, because that puts in
The
January, a couple of weeks, but then off, a couple of weeks, off. You know, that's tough. Tough to do. Meanwhile,
I will tell you the next one.
here, virtually off coronavirus. Here, this is Washington Post. March 11th. This is today. So remember,
Sample the line for Lucy.
so this,
But not what?
Not this evil because she's turned to evil. If you don't look for content very hard, you take it. You make your own thing. Look at this one. Then Airways. If you're 10 up or 10 can have more ads. So we're just ever I will say to you. That's okay. This is foundation. Oh my. You don't have to touch it. Just do it. It's getting away now. Go in here. We go out somewhere.
Yeah, if you want to go shopping, I can watch the
Where am I
game.
gonna shop?
I don't know what you want.
You give me money.
You have money.
Maybe volume for 12.
It's underneath.
Just 15.
Yeah, that they locked down Manila.
Oh, no way.
Nobody in or out.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Oh, it's getting bad in the Philippines?
Yeah.
Vanessa did some of her homework?
No, not
So
yet.
we'll take picture.
Oh, you can take picture. What's there if you want. Or else just make her bring it back to school on Monday. There's one out here that she did.
It's the one. This one, I think she did this one too.
Yeah, all of that is done.
I will take picture the one all of it's done.
Okay. Maybe I'll let her play for 30 minutes and then we'll do some more homework.
I will try to do that one everything.
Starting Sunday. No one in a house.
Vanessa, her writing is like a
So
doctor.
if we declare public health emergency, the governor has authority for everything. And so I can say to AMC, you are now under government authority, and this is what I want you to do, and this is how we're gonna do it. I don't expect to be at that level of
The
a
governor?
public health
Of what?
emergency.
Yeah.
Jesus
But
Christ,
if
she's so
we
demanding.
declare a public health emergency, there is local legislation that allows me, I have authority. I have authority to take money, I have authority to take property,
What's
I have
this?
authority to
Really?
move
Really?
personnel wherever I
Jesus
feel
Christ, this
they are needed
trying to be like
so
authority?
yes, we would have to, basically, you have no say. No, you will provide the government and we will work together because I'm going to use your facility maybe for triaging or maybe for isolation, depending on what the case may be. That's the authority if we declare it a public health.
Yeah, but that's true. During calamity or any kind of emergency.
Mm.
She
This
can
one
make-
not yet.
Yeah.
This one's not yet done.
No, that's time.
Bye-bye.
That's done.
You want cookies?
What's
She
this
has 5 minutes to do it, and that's what she did in 5 minutes.
Cookies and milk?
How come only 5 minutes?
That's just how it is.
So the Senate won't
Oh.
continue.
I think you're sleepy, my girl. You're sleepy?
This one too, 5 minutes only.
Mm-hmm. We didn't do this one because we don't have case.
Where's Emma?
Resting.
Still sleeping.
Throw away the ones. This one not yet. What is this? Done, I think.
Mm-hmm.
Give up on her writing. This one.
That's all done in the picture. Yeah, she did everything there.
No work, not done. This is done. Wait, this one is just after I'm supposed to go. Soccer and football, this is done. So this is done.
Even that is done.
So this is done too. I think yeah, I think how come this one doesn't have? This one is
That's
done.
what I said. So you could do that one on the person. They shut down. They shut down.
This one not yet.
I know. They shut down even Universal Studios.
In Singapore?
No, in
California.
California. I think that's everything already.
So this one is all done?
No.
The one is done here, okay?
Or they're shutting it down on Saturday.
The governor of California is very good, but they don't like him.
Why?
Yeah, Trump don't like him, but it's very, very fast to react towards California's needs. During the California fire, he was very aggressive. But Trump doesn't like him. Because he's thinking beyond Trump. And Trump doesn't like that. Trump wants to take control.
I need to use the bathroom. I'm here. Hold on. No. I will wait for you. I'm not going to pee. Open your phone.
Sure you wash your hands.
Open the door.
Just like that.
Ati's in the bathroom, boy. Just wait for it. Uncle Bill asked me how to cook that stone chicken and it was so late. Probably they finished eating already.
It was late when he asked you how to do it?
He asked me at about 2:30. I was sleeping. You are my boy? Yeah. Already your daddy bought you Roblox? Yeah? Daddy bought you Roblox?
Daddy, did you buy me Robux?
Yeah.
Yeah, so you got plenty, my boy. You finished it already? Not yet? The robot. Come and I kiss your hair. Come. Can I kiss your hair? Why? But I love you. You don't know? But I know. Because I love you. Can I come over and kiss your hair? But I love you.
Maybe I shouldn't be doing that one.
That's cool.
Probably I will just do that one.
That's ate. You done, my girl? Did you wash your hand? That is in the bathroom.
Oh.
Go knock.
No, Daddy's still in the bathroom.
You need to pee?
You wanna pee?
Yes, but Daddy's still in the bathroom.
Go knock in the bathroom.
Go knock, because you might use it.
Yes. Daddy, you're gonna die.
Almost done.
10 minutes. Let's go. It's done already. Let's go.
Daddy?
I'm not looking at what you're doing.
Daddy's a boy and he's not even letting him down to see his butt. Even though they're boys.
Look, Daddy.
No, I'm not looking. I'm not looking.
Why?
Bye.
Fancy.
Uh-oh.
Wash on.
Check for how much sanitizer and make him use it in there.
There's a hand sanitizer right there.
Make him use it then. Oh my God.
You put hand sanitizer your brother, Vanessa?
I don't know what they're saying.
Good job. Oh, grab it. Front, back.
Help me so I can see my... Daddy, help me! Daddy, I'm helping you. Yeah. Just making me something. What's this for something? Something. What's this for something?
Why can't you get the rock? Because I think it's dry already. Okay.
I almost fell. If my hands are not working.
Hello?
But anyways, we just put coconut milk and potatoes, but it was good.
Oh yeah, it was good. Stewing chicken is very good with coconut milk. Huh? Oh. Nah, man, move it. Fancy, come and just see how to build my boy. Playing my game. That's fucking out there. You don't have to be carried up. Baby won't bother you anymore. Yeah, not nothing. You like my hair? So do you guys like my hair? You're shy? Always say love you. I love you, Uncle Bill.
Clorox white limit 1 piece per customer.
I love you, Uncle Bill.
Clorox white limit 1 piece per customer.
What's that last name?
Because we have a lot of Clorox white. No more problem was to. It's the last one I got.
Yeah, or else they'll eliminate it. You can only buy one.
So what do you guys eat? Just stewed chicken, coconut milk, and green beans? If not, just the stewed tomatoes and potatoes. That is good. Yeah. What are you guys doing? Where's huh? Okay. So where's John, right? You guys know, but for with Marie's there, you guys are gonna have to. How much is that? How much is that 3 bedroom? Oh, so it's $100 more. It's a little bit bigger. The 2 bedroom is good for only you two, but once you start bringing people in, it's really a bigger place. I know. Yeah, if it's too, you have a 1 bedroom?
Shooting me and shoot the zombies.
I know that. So, okay, well, you have the augmented layers, you know, and it's the, okay?
Where you can buy bread?
Like you want from a bakery?
Yeah.
Oh,
The
okay.
enchiladas really.
From a bakery. Short bun.
Stop, no way.
Yeah.
Still raining.
There's a French bakery.
Where?
About 4 minutes away. That up in there.
Oh, this looks yummy.
So you can select what you want.
I think she's sleeping. Can I come here?
Okay. No, I didn't put the bacon. Albertson is open lately.
Why? What's wrong?
Because I was running after
Oh, we buy
zombies because they were chasing him, and then he died before I could even get a shot of him.
So try and bring him back, my girl.
I don't know how.
Wait, and daddy will help you because I don't even know what you guys are doing.
We're fighting zombies. Oh yeah. Where are you? Help me. Where are you? That fast. Just open up. I died. I'm dead. Look at my head was in my butt. Oh, they put me in your butt. I don't hate butt. And I'm like, oh no, don't hate butt.
It's my girl.
Yeah.
She's trying so hard to please him, but it's very hard to please him. But
Yeah.
yeah,
So sorry for the
I know. Guys, you just have the zombie killer so that they can be the same.
Mm-hmm.
He doesn't like to lose. Oh my God, my boy. Even when they were playing here,
Mm-hmm.
if Vanessa's ahead on points, he will race everything.
Mm-hmm.
And she wants to redo it again.
University seats so
I know. You go there, you're gonna be there for 2 weeks because you cannot get up.
It's okay, I'll come back the next week. This time I It's okay. The next life I won't run. What happened?
If you put makeup in the store.
I'm so bad. I'm dead. I didn't respond yet. I can't help you. I'm dead. Daddy, go down there. Mommy's gonna get mad at you.
What's wrong again?
I keep dying and he wants me to stay alive. I keep dying because I'm dead. Okay, I'll stay alive this time.
Okay, start again. No more cry, okay? Again, make me stop playing game.
Where are you?
Start over, baby. Start over. Start over. Start over now. I am gonna throw that one away. Come on, start over now. Come on, start over. 3.
I'll follow you. Let's go in the same place. Hurry up. That safe place is not safe. That's see. I'm running. I'm going
Maybe
to
it's
the safe place.
sleepy.
I'll look for you there. Becky, this place is not safe. I got it. So that's not a safe place. What's my answer? I'll say, what is this video? Yeah, let's keep dying until there's another map. And we'll pick a map that has like so that when it's
Oh, there's another case B for 2 Coco.
The test is yesterday. How many hours is that?
Manilo, 15 hours ago.
Yeah, they're still testing the result.
But the other one is negative.
I'll go there and kill you. Everybody dies in this. Even that guy.
Oh, baby, Justin Bieber is married already. Who's she married?
Wow, those zombies are strong. They knocked me out. They knocked me out too. Good job. Your first wave was dying and not crying. Still a long time. Still a long time till my five surprise shake. Like that shake.
And
You wanna open it? Let's open it on the couch. You open it.
Overnight, pushing over the snow. I think it's colder today. Well, my
Thank you, Daddy. Want me to make a tear in the oven?
I think we probably have enough water for a shower and laundry to rinse and
Want me to
flush
make a tear?
If not, I'm gonna go down the stream and flush a couple buckets.
It's hard. Okay, yeah.
Takes about 5 gallons.
No! Up here! Oh! But you need to take this off first.
And so you laundry.
Oh, there.
Careful,
There's
okay?
the TV. There's
So like I said, I think I'm
Careful.
Be careful.
The ice is not very thick.
Okay, boy? Careful so you don't get.
Do it.
No, he can do it.
Specifically up inches
Do it.
of ice. To take
I
care of
think so, maybe.
But
I think so, or no?
water for the boys.
No. But I'm good at using scissors. Oh.
So as I mentioned, for water, this one of the big issues here. I think I might consider getting a system. I do.
Here's that one. That's my five surprise. Because you're good at opening that. I want to open it. I like opening toys that way. It would stop your face like. I need help. This is my layer. I do this layer. And if I need help, I'll ask you. I need help. Please. Get this. For you know the one. Open it or no? You open. Collect them all. Whoa! What? Oh no! That's unicorn poop. Open it or no? You can open it. Oh. Papa, would you ever play with unicorn poop? Would you ever play with unicorn poop?
No.
It's Saturday, right?
Oh boy, be careful.
Let sister do it. says she doesn't cut the couch. Because Amma will kill us. Don't cut the couch because Amma will
Emma
throw us out of the house.
Why our butt? No, she won't. You scared me with those. Let me do that. You have a lot.
Your phone?
I'm gonna open this one. It's sort.
Luba. I don't know how to charge your phone.
I'm not gonna use it. I'm just gonna put my stickers on.
Beat up your phone.
That unicorn. Unicorn.
Kiss mom.
That's unicorn pool. That's unicorn. Unicorn pool. That's unicorn pool. Stop!
Gonna eat a baby. Oh my god. What is that?
Unicorn pool? I think you put it on your phone already.
Sunset.
I'm so fast. See? Look. It's my phone. I want to open this.
Go wake up, Mama, my girl.
Emma?
Say it's gonna get dark pretty soon.
Okay.
And then it's gonna be cranky. And she's going, in your pocket. I mean, in your bag.
Good.
It's the mama.
What did I say?
I said, I'll give you 1 more minute
Spend a
until
lot of
you
time
get
sitting
up.
in the cabin, collecting firewood and learning to do laundry with that new laundry or washing machine. But getting back at it this year.
Now you know.
The more you know. What? Yeah.
Oh, look at my thing.
You have a container. You have a container for my slime.
And Brandon is a boy.
There's nothing for me to put my slime in. There's nothing for me to put my slime in. Can we play with it for a little bit? You can play with it for as long as you want. Oh. Stop it! Stop!
Careful.
So apologize for that. It was not intentional. Just the way that the schedule kind of worked out here.
You're fast!
Huh?
Get here fast!
You got there fast?
Yeah, my toy got here.
Tom, you want more?
What's the trash can that in a kitchen? That isn't. This is a trash can. Ow!
Yes. Disaster. Disaster?
This is not where I would do it.
Better once they didn't touch your pouch.
Last year, and it falls into the ground. But
So what is this? That's your heart rate? What is that? That's the one.
I'm sure it's too hard to control it. So it worked out pretty good. It's funny because the cars are long, it's right on the ground. It's supposed to have elevated on some branches underneath. This bird here is right on the ground. And
93%.
take down with the act.
The heart rate is 91.
So what is the 94?
That's the oxygen level of your blood. So that's good.
I just woke up. The kids woke me up because my phone is ringing.
What else? You want donuts?
Stay here with Mama.
Sweets or frothy? I want to drink frothy. Because it's not cold anymore.
It's cold outside.
It's cold.
You're very cold. Earlier when you go out there and you could see smoke.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Hey, is somebody watching me?
Yes.
Yeah. Say hi there.
No way. Hello.
Everybody's watching you. All her fans.
Mike Fancy, welcome back to your channel now.
No. Welcome back to my channel.
Knock, knock.
You said welcome back to our channel.
That was a good nap.
Was it?
Mm-hmm.
Then with your homework, all your toys you put in the container that you need to bring.
Yeah.
Nobody slapped the boy's butt.
The sun is trying to come out.
Okay, so
Where's the thing?
let's go. Change and let's go.
Stop. I put it on it back. I don't want to go. I'm tired.
What do you mean you don't want to go? Let's go get sweets. You're good. You're good. You're good to go.
You're a good girl.
You're good to go, girl.
Where's the box for your toys? This is shy. Boy,
You're too stupid.
you want to stay with me? Papa needs to go. Papa don't want to go, but
Why do you need to go?
Because he's going to feel bad if you don't come visit him.
if I don't go, Uncle Tom will feel bad. We'll just go for an hour, my girl, and then we'll just come
An
home.
hour is long.
No, it's not.
Yes, it is.
It's fast.
Hey, we go see their dog. They have a bulldog.
Something this.
Where's my phone?
I have this. What else I gonna bring? Gonna bring my swine.
Can we fit? I think we need to take 2 cars now.
Open this.
No. It fell down. I'll open it.
Why are you mad?
No, I just joking.
Are you always joking? Can you open that?
You want to come inside with us?
No.
You want to come inside?